times change in our world, it's good to know there's a place to find real answers. Original reporting every evening on the CBS Evening News with Jeff Glor.
Catch Carol Burnett Monday on Colbert, and Tuesday Stevens Only with Anderson Cooper.
In news breaks, expect more from CBS 2. More reporters, more details, more coverage. When it comes to breaking news, no one beats CBS 2.
Warm wishes and happy holidays.
From all of us at CBS 2.
Shamar Moore stars in S.W.A.T. New CBS Thursday, 10, 9 Central.
Can you believe this? It has come for the win!
Justin Thomas is the PGA champion.
It's a New Year's edition of Week 17 in the NFL.
JV at 75 degrees here in the studio because Phil Sims demands it. Up there in New England, it is 13 degrees. Feels like -4. Patriots win. They're the number 1 seed in the AFC.
And there's Jamal Adams. It might be cold, but he got his shirt off. Speaking of cold, he's going up against Brady and Gronk, and they got ice in their veins.
And it's a positive 4 degrees in Pittsburgh as Landry Jones makes his first start of the year. Last start was last week 17 against the Browns. Drew for 3 touchdowns and Pittsburgh win.
How about this look at Sean Kaiser's Juju Smith-Schuster wide receiver for the Steelers says, hey, I could be a quarterback today. You know, Juju, you're doing pretty good at wide receiver. I'd stay there. And hello, everyone. I'm James Brown. It's New Year's Eve and the final Sunday of the NFL regular season. But before the ball drops tonight, there's still plenty of playoff positions to be decided right here on CBS. Tom Brady and the Patriots have been steady all season long, and today they look to lock up the number 1 seed in the AFC as they host the Jets in their final game of this regular season. The Steelers try to knock off the Browns as they chase New England's top seed. Cleveland, on the other hand, hopes to pull off a miracle against the undermanned Steelers and get their first win of the year. And it's sure to be a wild finish in today's late games as 4 teams fight for their survival in the chase for the AFC wildcard spots. 2 move on, 2 go home. Baltimore and Tennessee, they control their own destinies in that wild card scenario. If they win, they're in. The Chargers and the Bills must win and need help to advance. Now, the rest of the AFC playoff picture shows New England in position to claim home field throughout the playoffs. The 2 seed Pittsburgh still has a chance at the top seed. Jacksonville and Kansas City are locked in as the number 3 and 4 seeds. Meanwhile, over in the NFC, Atlanta and Seattle are in play for the final wild card slot. The Falcons will take it with a victory or a Seahawks loss. Seattle needs to win and Atlanta to lose in order to make it in. The South Division is yet to be decided. The Saints will clinch the title with the victory. Carolina must win and have the Saints lose to claim the crown. Philadelphia is locked in as the number 1 seed and has home field throughout. Minnesota and the Rams are currently the 2 and 3 seeds. All of that and more comes your way on the NFL Today.
All right,
presented by
man,
Southwest Carolina. Hey, sounded like Boomer on that one, right? They've been to his class.
Okay,
Hey,
JP.
folks, welcome inside Nate to Studio 43. I'm joined at the desk by our 4. I said bubbly, meaning they drink lemonade, of course. Football experts, they will be Phil Sims, Coach Bill Cowher, Nate Burleson, and Boomer Esiason. The question is, Boomer, how do you see the top 6 seeds in the AFC?
Let me make this easy for you over in the AFC. By the way, you feeling warm enough right now?
Hey, look, it's hot in here because the hot air coming from
Okay, I love that. All right,
You gave him too much time.
I think the Patriots win. I think the Chargers win. I believe the Ravens win, and the Titans lose. Therefore, we're going to have the Patriots number 1, Steelers number 2, Jags and Chiefs, of course, 3 and 4, and then the Ravens 5 and 6, which means we got the Chiefs versus the Ravens and the Jags versus the Chargers come wild card weekend.
All right, I would say about that, Boom. I think I look at Baltimore winning today against Cincinnati, but I see the Tennessee Titans beating the Jacksonville Jaguars. They are already in the playoffs. I know they had a disappointing loss last week in San Francisco, that being Jacksonville, but I like a lot of Derrick Henry today, Delaney Walker, the Tennessee Titans playing for their playoff hopes, the whole sense of survival down there, and I tell you what, a lot of urgency. I see them getting the job done today.
Let's talk about the NFC, the conference where the Super Bowl champion could come from. I'm going with the Eagles, Vikings, Rams, Saints, and this is where it gets tricky. Panthers, and Seahawks. I'm going with Atlanta losing to the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks beating the Arizona Cardinals.
Did you play for Seattle?
Well, I'm not a homer, okay? Not like you in Pittsburgh, that's for sure.
There you go.
But here's the thing. I'm going with them because I have so much faith in Russell Wilson, and I don't have faith in that offense for Atlanta. Sark and that offense has been struggling all year. I got them losing today. So
that's really well said. Really well said. But I'm going to disagree, of course.
Okay.
A couple things. First, I think the Saints win today. I think the Los Angeles Rams will lose today, so they'll switch positions. Also, I like the Atlanta Falcons beating the Carolina Panthers. Here's why. Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, at home against a young secondary of the Carolina Panthers. I think that will be the difference.
All right, I'm going to try to make the job easier for Nancy Barron. She's like, JB, will you look over this camera over here? So let me turn it over to this one. Hey, folks, let's kick things off in our early game matchups on the NFL today. Right